Hi, I'm Jonathan from Thomson Reuters. I'm going to talk today about who we are and about the information, services, and APIs that we offer to the developer community. I'm also going to introduce our unique new App Studio that lets you build apps for users of our premier financial desktop workstation, Icon. And finally, I'll tell you about our developer community and partner program. Thomson Reuters is the leading source of news, data, and information for professionals in the financial services, legal, tax, accounting, and science industries. Our customers include 85% of Fortune 500 companies, virtually all of the world's major banks, all of the Big 7 accounting firms, 95% of the top CPA and law firms, and over 20 million scientists. These professionals rely on our information and products for their daily decision-making. What kind of information do we provide to these professionals, and how can you, through our APIs, take advantage of it? In finance, our data includes real-time pricing from all the world's markets, reference data, research, estimates, risk data, and more, plus, of course, Reuters News, our highly trusted global news agency. You can see up here the types of data we also provide in legal, tax, science, and other verticals, some of which can be utilized in financial services workflows, which I'll show you soon. But we don't just make data available to developers, we deliver what we call intelligent information. Intelligent information is the evolution of data through a series of steps that turns it into knowledge ready to be acted on. Data needs to be cleansed, identities need to be determined and confirmed, then linkages and structure must be added. After that, mappings can be found between data sets, and connections can be found in the information. The end result is not just data, but knowledge, information to act. It's a difficult process and requires expertise not just in data management, but also industry knowledge and human intelligence. It requires a lot of automation and also a lot of expert human input. This is how Thomson Reuters produces and distributes intelligent information. What's more, some of the key tools that we have developed to do this are available to our developer community so that you can structure and connect your own data and link it to other sources like ours. How do we do it? Our Electron Platform is how we make intelligent information from the world's capital markets available to your applications. We have real-time information available from markets around the world. 2.5 million financial events per second that you can consume. Every pricing event happening in equities, foreign exchange, money markets, fixed income and credit, commodities and energy. We have evaluated pricing for illiquid instruments for which prices are not easily observed in the markets. Fundamental and reference data, terms and conditions, 20 years of every tick of price history from every market. Headline stories and insights from our prestigious news agency, and risk information like company hierarchies, relationships, and exposed individuals. Our Electron Platform makes all this available in a consistent, easy-to-use, highly linked and connected way. Our delivery platform and APIs bring it to you based on the performance needs of your application. Anything from simple web APIs with internet delivery, SDKs that can deliver millions of updates per second to your distributed applications, petabytes of bulk data, or even hardware-accelerated APIs that can inform you of events just microseconds after they occur. Let me show you a glimpse of how some of this information can be used in a display application. This is in Icon, our trader workstation. So what we're looking at here is a company screen for Toyota Motors. This screen is built in Icon by consuming information from our Electron platform, and in this case, displaying it for use by a financial professional. What do we see here? For starters, an overview of the company, some recent price history, and essential financials, and also some news headlines from Reuters. Now, so far, this is basic stuff. You can get this from many places. But let's look a little further. Down here, we have a summary of analyst estimates together with ratings of the analysts. We track their performance against their predictions and provide ratings that can be used to weigh their various estimates. Now imagine I'm a financial advisor and I want to recommend this stock to a client. Maybe I want to look at the company's debt. So I'm going to show you another Icon screen. This is a debt structure display, again, built from APIs and data feeds from Thomson Reuters. What we see here is that a chunk of Toyota's debt is due in the coming 3 years, And that means Toyota will have to refinance $46 billion of debt over the coming 3 years. So I might wonder, can they do that? And for that, I might want to look at a credit risk profile. Here we see some standard credit ratings from Moody's and S&P. But what if I'm not willing to act based solely on those ratings? So next to that, we have ratings built by StarMine, a company here in California that Thomson Reuters acquired, using several different models and providing an overall average. So what does this rating mean for Toyota? Down here, we see Toyota with its credit rating compared to a group of its industry peers. Now, this gets interesting and provides insight to help answer our question. For starters, look at Toyota next to the only bigger car manufacturer in the world, Volkswagen. It's no surprise today that Volkswagen is at the bottom of the pack, spectacularly so. But what we see here is that Toyota is not just at the top, it's way above industry average and even way above second place. In addition, we can also look at M&A activity, ownership, scheduled company events, and more. These are the things that you don't find on Yahoo or Google, and bringing them all together is what turns the underlying data into intelligent information that's used to inform decisions. Our APIs allow you not just to consume, but also to contribute your own data to Electron, and even to contribute analytics that can run inside the platform, so your information and insights can be distributed to your selected clients through Electron or to all Thomson Reuters clients. Electron is how we bring data and intelligent information to you in the knowledge economy. How does Thomson Reuters build structure from unstructured data? We create and collect information from thousands of sources, and one of our biggest tasks is making it all easy for you to use, turning it into knowledge. Two of the tools that we use to do this with our data are available to you through open APIs. These are intelligent tagging and Open Perm ID. Open Perm ID gives you access to the identifiers, like serial numbers, that we use to uniquely and permanently identify and connect all the elements of our data. And through our open API, you can use these in your applications to find and build links between data sets, yours, ours, and others that you acquire. Intelligent tagging discovers entities like people, companies, places, financial instruments, and relationships in natural language text. It builds structured data from what it discovers and enhances it with metadata that makes it more useful and allows it to be linked to other data sources. These two tools are important elements of our own strategy to make our data intelligent, and they're available to you. And I'm going to show you how it works. So here we're looking at a story on Reuters.com. That's our news agency website. This is a story I picked this morning from the homepage, and it's about an ongoing airline acquisition. Okay? I've taken this text, the story text, and gone to opencalais.com. This is a website where you can play with intelligent tagging, and I've pasted the text from that story in here, and now I'm going to tag it. Okay? Now, what you see here is a simple demo application showing the results of the tagging. The actual API, of course, gives you back data structures. It identifies all of the entities that it found in the text, and it provides you with metadata about them. This is just a simple app that takes that and color codes the results and puts it back in the text so you can see it. Over here, you can see the types of entities that were discovered in this particular story: cities, companies, countries, industry terms, etc. And if I hover, now the hovering is, as I said, it's just a feature of this demo app. But if I hover over a particular entity, you can see the metadata that was returned by the API call. Now, every call includes relevance and confidence. Relevance refers to the relevance of the term within the article, and confidence refers to the confidence of the API in its identification of the entity. So you can use that. And then different kinds of entities also include more metadata. So this is a listed company. It includes the exchange stock symbol and the Perm ID, which I mentioned to you later, which is Thomson Reuters' unique and permanent way of linking all of our data entities together. I'm going to show you another app This is also from Icon that was built using the same capabilities, content, and APIs. This app scours SEC filings, earnings statements, and such. And it looks for abnormal language. That means language that doesn't seem to belong based on industry peers and similar filings with the SEC. To do this, it uses several Thomson Reuters data feeds, text analysis, and PermID to discover what is normal in filings within peer groups of companies, and then to flag exceptions. And what it's showing you here in these pie charts is companies that have filings that either have particularly unusual language in them or particularly normal language in them, which makes it seem as though they're just boilerplate. This is an example of what can be done by any developer using Thomson Reuters content and APIs. Here's another example of intelligent information. We collect data about sales and use taxes from 15,000 taxing authorities in 180 countries. We make it available through our APIs so you can query a transaction, for example, a shopping cart at checkout, and on the basis of where the buyer and seller are and what is being bought and sold, your application or website or trading tool can determine in real time what taxes are applicable, apply them to the transaction, and then later file and pay them as necessary. Our science business has APIs that give you access to investigational drugs, clinical drug trials and results, drug deals, information about patents, and not that kind of drug deal. You can come and talk to us about what it actually means. Patents pending or likely to expire, and profiles and analytics about the companies involved in all these. And I'm going to show you a simple app that uses this. This is an example of an app that combines all this. We built this app, and this is also in Icon. We built this app to show our financial clients something from our science feeds. It ranks companies by different kinds of activity, progress of trials, expiring patents, press releases, and so on. And it adds depth to the standard financial assessment of companies in this sector. The question for you to ask is, what can you do with this? How would your company's capabilities complement this kind of data to build even more value for the financial end user? And here's another idea of what can be done by combining our data feeds and API capabilities. This is company risk mining from text. The idea is to mine news, social media, video, and so on, apply intelligent tagging and linking, sentiment analysis, psych scoring, and comparison to industry peers to discover and flag risk indicators from these sources. This can be done in real time to inform trading decisions or can be part of any workflow that requires risk analysis. We saw some of this when we were looking at the information for Toyota earlier. But I'm just showing you the idea here, trying to emphasize that it's not about what Thomson Reuters has built, but what you can build. What ideas can your business add to Thomson Reuters information to multiply the value of our intelligent information to the end user? I've shown you some of our available information and technologies. What's important for you is that APIs are at the center of it all, making our content platforms available to you so you can consume and enhance it, adding your own capabilities to build on Thomson Reuters' ecosystem. Thomson Reuters is a major enabling platform for the future of fintech, and we're making it easier all the time for you to get involved. Most of the apps that I've shown you today are from Icon. Icon is our premier financial information desktop, used by hundreds of thousands of financial professionals. This is the workstation that provides traders, brokers, analysts, and researchers with information and insight to help with their decisions every day. It's fed and powered by Electron and the other feeds and APIs that I've shown you. And now, we've opened up Icon itself as an application platform that you can enhance with the introduction of App Studio. Icon App Studio is our way of letting developers bring their own ideas in front of our Icon users. So just as you can build on our content platform through our Electron APIs, you can build on our workstation platform using App Studio APIs. You can build apps that combine your capabilities with Icons and that can be targeted and distributed to your customers or to all Thomson Reuters customers, anyone with an Icon workstation. So if you're not familiar with Icon, come have a look at our booth and imagine how the ability to get in front of its hundreds of thousands of users would be an advantage for both them and you. We have a developer community with tens of thousands of developers, tens of thousands of applications running in enterprise and on the desktop. The community consists of developers within our client base, end users of Electron and Icon, and of partners, software vendors, and other content vendors and consulting firms who work with us in our partners program to develop within our ecosystem. Thomson Reuters, our customers, and our partners all benefit from our platform strategy and our APIs. Even companies in markets outside of our core can bring huge value to the ecosystem by employing our content and capabilities in their own verticals. Examples are sales automation tools, CRM, corporate intelligence, and business development, where currently we have partners raising the bar in their industries by deploying our intelligent information to act, to their customers. We're the engine that powers the financial communities. Our developer community builds the feeds, the applications, and the capabilities that every financial professional uses. How can you be part of this? Consume our data, use our tools to turn your data into knowledge, publish your data and your apps on our platforms, partner with us, and be part of our knowledge ecosystem. What will you build? Come talk to us, and let's find out. Thank you.